Gregg Berhalter, and he has baggage. We all know that. And there are plenty of people out there, I think right now, that are looking at this next year and arms crossed and even sharpened daggers out, waiting for him to trip up, waiting for him to fail so that somebody else can take this job and somebody else can replace him that a lot of people, I think, would be a better option. And whether it's now or next summer, want that option. And so in a certain sense, I think that there are people that want to see Gregg Berhalter fail with this national team. Anyway.
I got to say, it wouldn't be fun being one of those people living life, right? Like just sitting there waiting for people to fail and like, ha, I told you so. It's miserable, a miserable existence. And I feel like sitting in Mosse's chair here, I need to do a quick Mosse explanation of why we're playing Uzbekistan and Oman, because I think people would look at that and say, is really those are the best teams we can get? Yep. How are we going to further ourselves? This is a product of really the UEFA Nations League, the qualifying for the Euros, qualifying for World Cups, CONMEBOL, which starts their qualifying campaign now for the World Cup in 2026. All of these teams are playing these competitive type matches, and really the United States, Canada, Mexico automatically qualify for the World Cup in 2026. So they will not have qualifiers, but it also means the pool for teams that you could actually play against and high quality opponents, it doesn't exist at this moment in time. It's going to be one of the biggest challenges for the U.S. is trying to find competitive matches. So, with that out of the way, let's talk about this for Gregg Berhalter, because I think when you look at this team, big core of the team that was at the World Cup, you have Mosse, you have McKennie, you've got Christian Pulisic, you've got Brendan Aronson, et cetera, et cetera. I think what I want to see as part of these two friendlies is I want to see this team continuing from where they were in Qatar. I was happy with what the team did. Of course, I was left wanting a little bit more and wanting them to compete a little bit more against the Netherlands. But I want to see the core continue to progress. I want to see Gregg Berhalter. How's he evolved now as a coach in 8-9 months? And what has he learned? What ideas is he going to implement into this team? Formation, structurally, attacking-wise, set pieces, I think should be a big focus of this team over the next 3 years to be more dangerous in that facet of the game. And look, this team is not broken, and certainly not. And I think there was an admirable job done in the Nations League. We'll throw the Gold Cup out the window for now, but it really is going to be, what type of stuff can this team improve on now in the next 3 years to take us from good to elite? And I don't think we're going to find that out in these two games, Alexi, but there is an important thing in ways in which we can see guys in different situations now.
So I want to drill down on that a little bit here.
Yeah.
Because I remember earlier this week you were talking about someone, for example, like Balogun.
Yeah.
All right. And what we want to see. And I'm curious as to how it manifests, because it's easy to say, well, I want to see something that I haven't seen before, or I want to see something better. And to your point, this is not a broken situation. As a matter of fact, you could make an argument that this is the most talented group, and now a talented group that has grown out of their infancy and now is, I guess, in their teenage years, and then hopefully by 2026 comes to full maturity.
You like that clip? Well, my State of the Union podcast drops every week. Subscribe now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
You like that clip? Well, my State of the Union podcast drops twice a week right here on my very own YouTube page. The only way to stay up to date is to hit that subscribe button down below. Size the day, and see you soon.